Z-Man Takeover from Monster Bass. Let's go. What's up and welcome to the Fishing with Gramps YouTube channel. My name is JT, and if you're looking for tips, tricks, reviews, and how-tos and all things bass fishing, you've come to the right spot. It'll be no surprise to anybody who's followed my channel for any amount of time to know my favorite takeover box from Monster Bass every single year is the Z-Man Takeover. And that's what we got here in March. Ice is off and I finally get out on the water this coming weekend. But let's take a look at what we got to fire them up with this month. First, we got the pamphlet. If you're pretty new to angling, this is a really good instruction guide to show you a lot about the baits that come in the box, but it's also got a lot of other useful information in it as well, along with, hey, if you catch your PB, you can submit it to Monster Bass and you'll end up in the book. First up, we got a Midwest Finesse swim jig. Now, the funny thing is, I've always said I love jigs, but I never fished swim jigs all that much until last year when I caught my Indiana PB, a 21.5-inch largemouth bass, which actually secured a victory in one of the tournaments I won last year. So swim jigs, man, I love seeing that too. And to pair it up with, we got the Slim Swims in Bad Shad. Now this will actually be fire early in the season when these bait fish are still a little smaller and the bass are really chasing and focusing on the little ones. So this actually a little bit downsized version of a swim jig, man, should be deadly this time of year, because that's when a lot of other people are going to be throwing those jerk baits or like the Vision 110 or the Vision 110 Juniors, those smaller size. You'll see people throwing a lot of chatterbait mini maxes, again, that smaller profile. You might be able to get on the water and beat some of the other folks in your area throwing something a little bit different than they are while still matching the hatch. Speaking of which, we got a Jackhammer, the stealth mode this time of year, that more subtle action, that polycarbonate blade. I don't know why so many people sleep on the stealth blade. I don't know why they don't think it doesn't work or whatever. There's a lot of people catching giant fish on the stealth blade that they're not telling you about. They're only talking about jackhammers. And again, you can pair it up with this smaller boot tail. And if you didn't know, this is actually a boot tail, not a paddle tail. It's like the paddle tail, but with the ends clipped off, and it gives a better hunting action because these are made to be paired up with chatterbaits, jackhammers, stealth blades for better action. A lot of people don't know this, but paddle tails will actually make the bait rise. One way to get around that is to either cut them off or do what a lot of people do, turn them upside down so it keeps that down right there above the grass lines. But again, another solid combo. Next up, we got some little Neds, and these will actually pair up perfectly with those little Ned baits we got in last month's box. I was going to try to find to show you the pairing, but I think I've already got that one in the truck, and I got to get this video done. Got the Gremlin Bama Bug. This time of year, you want to be fishing right up on the banks, fishing shallow, emulating those bluegill, because those bass are going to be slamming all the bait fish they can find, and those bluegill will be right up on the banks, and you will catch a ton of fish fishing creature baits like this right up on the bank. Teeny tiny Texas rig, just enough to make it look like a fish swimming in the water. Creature baits early in the season, do it. And of course, to go with those purple Neds, we got the little TRD ticklers and green pumpkin. Now for me, this more plays if you're fishing in creeks or rivers early in the season in that super clear water where you really got to take it slow, maybe catching those smallies just starting to creep out of their deep wintering holes, looking for those shallower, warmer bank areas where the sunlight's really hitting in a little bit shallow water. Dragging something like these real slow there on the bottom, smash them. Oh, and then we got a Jackhammer. Man, I can pair this up with that Gremlins and really emulate that bluegill. Throw this right up on the bank in super shallow water. That might be a combo of combos. I'm not real big on the half-ounce size chatterbaits. I know a lot of people are because they like really getting them on the bottom and dragging them. And I think that's a technique that's often slept on. You see Gene the Fluke Master talk about chatterbaits like this a lot. He is notorious for doing that, where he will throw a jack jackhammer or chatterbait out, let it sink all the way to the bottom, and basically just drag it on the bottom like you would a Texas rig, but you've got that blade going across and tapping it. Something I say I'm always gonna do, but man, I'm never that patient. But yeah, it's something I'm gonna have to give a shot because this is gonna be a great combo. That green head with those gremlins, yeah. And you know, green, it's a purple and a green pumpkin kind of color. So these two paired up should be fire. Even though a lot of people will tell you that red is the time to throw this year. But try the red, try the bluegill patterns right up on the banks. I'm betting one of them will catch you some giant fish. And of course, we got the golden ticket for winning stuff out of Rick's garage. And of course, one of the things that all bass fishermen love is sticker. Lots and lots of sticker. Got that sticker, got this sticker. We got the psychedelic bass sticker. I like sticking these on my cooler, my black pack on my kayak, up on the wall. Bass sticker. I mean, it's always good for conversation starter. Let me know if you're out on the water yet. Drop a comment down below. Until next time, get outside when you can and make some memories. One cast at a time.